We're back. It's Noise Television, New Year's Eve. John Pugh. I'm here with Austin SLEY Julian. Say hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy 2021.
Indeed. So we're asking reflections on the year that was 2020, the shit show, the ups, the downs.
Yeah, it was a very weird, interesting year. I think for some people, a lot of new things came to light, and I think for others, things just kind of came to a head. I think yeah, creatively, this was a very interesting year for me. Usually am prioritizing work and making the next step happen and have being on the dole and all that. I've been able to focus a lot more on my creative output, and it's been actually pretty informative and interesting this year. I've had a pretty good creative year. The climate is insane, but it's nothing that we haven't just ignored in society for a long time. So, weird year, new decade, weird start, but we could all, try to figure something out together with what weird pieces we have. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's it. I think, using what we have around us immediately in our immediate vicinity, whether it be like the technology or the people or the means of communication, and figuring out how to use that in maybe new futuristic ways that we haven't been able to up until this point for whatever
Right. Yeah.
reason. I mean, I think it has something to do with the fact that this is the theme with everyone is in a crisis, people either come together and figure something out or they scatter and it's every man for themselves or every person for themselves. And now
Yeah.
we're figuring out who's living by what philosophy, you know what I'm saying, at their
Totally.
core. So what are your feelings on the year to come? What I'm calling not a prediction, but a refraction of all the different prisms. What the prism of 2020 is going to show us the path ahead, all the different versions.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting how, how this very specific situation has affected a lot of the way that things work. And moving forward into 2021, I think we're going to see a lot of the effects for years to come of what it's meant to pump this dying economy through full of whatever fake income, fake money, fake loans and grants from the government. And we're going to see things really change, and people, they already were pretty fed up with urban living, a lot of people. And now there's really no, so for some people there's no there's no incentive to stay, so a lot of those people are fleeing. But there's really, it's hard to say what's going to happen if corporations are going to take advantage of that, come in and buy up and corporatize the space that the people who left are leaving behind in the major cities. I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird time. I think the same problems are still gonna, it's not gonna go away on New Year's Eve. We're still gonna
Yeah.
deal with a lot of shit. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but expect to continue to handle yourself and the extreme issues that are, around you right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we've learned some things in 2020. There's also some things that we have yet to learn what to do with the information that we've been given in 2020 as far as the real condition of our country and you know up like across the board, not just the people who are suffering, but the people who are thriving in this time, and why are they thriving, and what's
Yeah.
keeping them alive, and what's getting them through the day. And I think a lot of, for artists, that's being able to create and having a conduit for creation. And then for the rest of us who, thrive on other people's art, it's important as well. So
Yeah.
I think those networks of communicating beyond, the corporate sphere, or beyond the
Hmm.
whatever society has decided this is where we all meet and communicate. And if you're not in the bar yelling in someone's ear, then you're
Yeah.
not having a social life, and
Right.
you're shut in and you're isolated. And it's like, now we have to think of ways, like, how do we, you know
Totally.
open that all the way up, and just say, like, no, we're going to be extra social. We're going to create new ways of communicating in ways that we're actually we weren't doing previously because we're fucking ignorant.
Yeah, and I'm kind of excited to see too, like the like massive space that like the people that have maybe like lived on social. Oh, sorry. Can you? It's my battery's low, and I don't want to move to get the charger, so we'll run this into the ground. The people who are like more or less in it for social capital, the party's over right now, so those people are kind of just lost looking for the next step. Where, if you aren't like really doing things for social capital, then this is an opportunity, like this is a chance to rethink and restructure things, which you don't really get in modern society very often. So, I mean, despite the like murder and death and mayhem that's been occurring this for time, I mean, and like, maybe at an exponential point this year, like, yeah, I think that there's some opportunities that can come from it. So,
Yeah, I mean, I think at the heart of what's come become completely clear to people across the board, which is a new thing, um, is the brutality that's been targeted at people in this country throughout its history. And they say the difference is there's just cameras now. It was always there. It's just now there's cameras. And to me,
yeah, of
that
course.
also shows us that this is about how we communicate. It's about how we use the medium that we're given, and to what ends. And to
Well,
expose brutality, yes, let's continue in that vein.
yeah. Well, there's some cruel inevitabilities. Like this is a murder colony, and that's what it was founded on, and that's where we live. And uh, Happy New Year, like
Yes.
fucking come to grips
I
with
mean,
it. Like there's
it's
like the
true.
founding fathers own people. Like this shit is fucked up, and it always has been. It was founded to be fucked up,
Yeah.
and we're all just trying to make it work as individuals, but it's fucked up. So I don't know what to say. Try to,
No,
try to be good to your people, and the people around you.
that's why it's, we take the brutality of this year, we try to refract that light wherever we found it, and find
Yeah,
the path forward, because it's there and we've figured it out so far. So we're going to keep doing that, but it's
totally.
got to be different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got to end on a high note.
Okay.
uh, but you have to tell us, do you have anything planned for 2021
Oh,
release wise?
I've got a lot of good things planned for 2021. Yeah, it's follow Sunk Heaven because I got some stuff going on. I'm doing two residencies this year. I'm doing Pioneer Works and Issue Project Room residencies, and there'll be some pieces I'm presenting based off of that. I'm putting out potentially two vinyls and a CD. So follow on Instagram or whatever. Since
Mhm.
I don't know, whatever, just follow Sunk Heaven and stay tuned or whatever if you're interested in that kind of psycho music garbage or whatever. So.
Why we're all here. Obviously, yes, we are. Yes, we're on board. So finally, you have to do station identification for us. Tell us who you are and what we are watching.
Oh shit. This is Austin SLEY Julian, and you're watching NTV.